Well, I see her car. I didn't say nothing else. Hey y'all, hey. It's been a crazy day out here, y'all. Black Friday, nothing is ready for different things. All gig work is going crazy, but I caught me something. So, good to go. Good to go. Hey y'all. I can't read y'all comments because safety first. Alright? I do have a 16-minute drive, so I will turn y'all around, okay? I'm going 16 minutes out. I just got through shopping something. I'm not gonna say because I don't know who in here and who is trying to do different things. So I won't say what I'm working. Y'all know I work plenty platforms. I'm not gonna say what I'm working for that reason. Because people like to call and try to report you and all that type of stuff. So I will no longer give out the information of what I'm working at the time, okay? And I have about 8 different gigs I can work, okay? So we'll just leave it like that. It's just workflow. Some of you understand. Hope y'all understand. Hope y'all understand. Some of y'all will, some of y'all may not. I do have 2 different drop-offs. Hey, Grow With Nay. Say hey, nieces and nephews in the back. They said hey. I see y'all coming in, but I cannot respond while I'm driving. I won't read no messages. It's saying it's 42 degrees out, y'all. '61 in Orlando, Florida. Oh wow, y'all got good weather. It cold here. Y'all cold too? Got you growing up. closer to this first drop off. So yeah, y'all, it's been so crazy. Busy. He came around that curve flying. Sometimes you win some, and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. I think if you said it, and then it's mean it. So you should feel it, so now you feel that you need it. Others' opinions, to know how you're feeling, to know if you're losing or winning, left behind or within it. If you're sinking or swimming, existing or living, nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, everything. Exactly. Because people want to be nosy. What I'm doing over here ain't got nothing to do with him. All right. Just take a look at yourself. Do you really think it's gonna help? If you always hurting yourself, try to forget how you felt. Just take a look at yourself. Can't even be your own friend, cause you're way too stuck in your head. How do you think it's gonna help? Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. I think if you said it, and then it's mean it. So you should feel it, so now you think that you need it. Others' opinions, to know how you're feeling, to know if you're losing or winning, left behind or within it. If you're sinking or swimming, existing or living, nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. I'm not gonna turn y'all around because I'm not far from this other drop off. So get off my tail. showing that this one here have anything. Or we go home and eat. And come back out. Alright, y'all, so I finished my thing and I have decided to go home so we can eat, and then I'll come back and do some more work a little later. Hopefully everything will be organized, because Instacart, DoorDash, Instacart, Uber Eats, Walmart Spark, all of it is backed up. All of it is just backed up on different things. So I think that's gonna be the plan. That's gonna be the plan. And right now I am in Richlands, so I need to drive back home. Okay, it's gonna be the quickest way. Tatiana, can you read comments? You gotta start at the beginning, because I ain't gonna read none of them. Tatiana gonna read comments for me. Hey, Latika Osby. Okay. Hey, PNG. Hey, I got to. Tatiana. I mean, I'm not even getting a chance to respond. Hey, La Familia. And who else? Hey, Growing Nay too. I gotta go check on the greens, the greenhouse, and because yesterday I didn't pay attention to the temp. I know we weren't supposed to get no higher than 49. Okay, I didn't pay attention to the temp, and my greenhouse stayed up. Well, I had the part down, but I had the screen up, and I would have put it down last night. But it was too late by the time I paid attention. Woke up this morning, it was 30 degrees out. So I didn't even put the thing across the quail, the front of the quail coop, because I just wasn't thinking. I was tired. Y'all that was in that live screen saw me cooking, and like I told y'all, I be cooking every day, a little bit at a time. So I did the dressing, which I'm gonna end up doing some more dressing so I can freeze it. But I do have a big pan, the long pan, and then the smaller pan I did last night. So after all that, I was tired from the day before from working, because the day before I did Walmart Spark delivery pretty much all day. Okay, so I was tired that Wednesday, so I didn't cook nothing. So I ended up cooking last night a little something, not everything. So I said I'll cook a little bit at a time, because I'm cooking so much of it so I can freeze it and meal prep it too, and that'll help out. So I wasn't thinking to go out there and take the front of the tarp thing across the coop, but quails are very hardy. I think all my chickens I got out there are very hardy, because I don't buy like the show chickens and stuff no more, because they're not hardy. So all the ones I got out there is pretty hardy. Yeah, pretty hardy. So quails, they can take a cold. So, but I still like to keep them warm. They did have a heat lamp. I don't cut the heat lamp off. Around this time, the heat lamp is 24/7. So that's because if I forget, it'll be on. So they had the heat lamp, so they all good. But it just snuck up on me. I'm probably gonna end up getting me y'all know I started with the pressure cooker. I love it. I have no choice now, but to get a pressure canner. Y'all know I don't like it, but I have no choice, because the glass top stove I had, the one before they bought the brand new one, the one I got now, that one you cannot. And the other one that I had before, it was a iffy. So that's why I never put my water bath canner on it, because I didn't want to break it. So, and I did end up not breaking it. It went out on its own. So the new one, I already researched it, and it is not recommended for pressure or water bath canning on the glass top. So I am not going to do that, because that stove is brand spanking new from Lowe's. I don't want to have to replace that now. I don't know what the rental company would say if I broke it. So I'm not going to do it. So I have no choice but to get a pressure canner. And what I'm going to do is, when I get home, I'm going to look up and see if any is on the Black Friday sales. And I may work today just to get a pressure canner. And that way I can, because I have my mason jars, I have my pressure canner, everything that I have from water bath canning. So that way I may have to pressure can on the countertop, like an electric pressure canner, because I can't even water bath can on my stove now. Now I know I can take it outside and start a fire and water bath can out there, but I ain't gonna do that. So that's one of the issues with having glass top, is if you like canning or something like that. That's another reason why I never really put the water bath canner on the other glass top, because I didn't want to break it. Because when you see a warning and it's telling you, there's no excuse that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to look and see. I want a good one. I don't want one that, a brand I don't know, and start canning up some stuff myself. Hey, Shonda. was delicious. It was very good. I have to go home and heat some up now. And then I'm gonna cook a couple more things tonight. Those devil eggs was on point, y'all. I hope y'all tried the way I made them. They was on point. And with cholesterol, with your cholesterol is a little elevated or whatnot, I read that eggs are a must. You know, it's cholesterol in the yolk part, but the egg whites is fine. But from my research, it's all right to eat the whole egg because it's a different type or something like that. So that's a plus because I like deviled eggs, and I hope y'all tried the way I made them last night. You did? Gotcha. Rita, Kimbra. I remember names. Go ahead. Good morning. Your email. I will have to check when I get home. I will check. Who said that? Grow with A2. I will check my email. It's been crazy, honey. I will check and see that I get when I get home and feed everybody and sit down for a bit. I will check it, honey.
Good morning.
Natasha in the middle. Hey Diane Wynn, thank you for sharing, honey. A water bath cannon. The thing is, do you use it on your glass top stove? Do you use it on your glass top? That's my issue, is the weight of it. They say it can break the glass top. Oh, yours is electric. Gotcha. Gonna have to go and invest in me one. Still gonna keep my water bath canner and stuff, but the water bath one, cause that's my go-to. But I'm gonna have to go and get it. I never liked the no pressure canner, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I like to try stuff. I like to challenge myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna get it. I ain't got no choice though. I want to start back canning my stuff, and I ain't got no choice but to do it. Gotcha. So you understand, Big Niecy? I ain't got no choice but to get everything electric. Gotcha. And I gotta work on getting me a big boy generator. I want one that if I need to use my canner and stuff, I can use it. Matter of fact, that made me think when I get home, after I eat, I gotta go outside and get my solar panels. I left them outside for months and months and months and months. I wanted to see if they was gonna, how they was gonna hold up. Have you looked at them? I think they good, but I do want to get them and wipe them down, bring them in, and start using those and calculating how long it takes to charge up the generator using those in the sun. And since we in the fall months, it's gonna take some rotating because you know how the sun is in the fall months. Thank you for being in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was on there almost 5 hours. I know it was over 4 hours. Over 4 hours. Y'all see, dressing takes time for those of you that had never made it. It can take time. It would have cooked longer had I wouldn't have already cooked my celery and stuff. It would have been in the oven for about 2 hours. But now let me tell you, them greens in that pressure cooker, man. I will say though, I cooked mine for an hour. That second batch, I cooked them for an hour rather than 30 minutes, and they was perfect. The 30 minutes cooked them and had them tender. But I like my greens tender. Okay? And that hour does that, and that's fine. That is fine. I wish they made those pressure cookers bigger. I wish they made them bigger. Yep, I wish they made them bigger. Read all of them? All right. What? Pressure cookers? What's the size? Because the one I got is a 6-quart. They got an 8-quart. That's the biggest one. Oh, that's a water bath can. How much? I thought you were looking at the cookers. What?
The 19 quart is $179. The 27 quart is $200.
Oh, okay.
But they pull them both. Yeah,
And what is that?
The
Canner?
electric pressure canner. It's a smart canner because it's 137 at Coles 9.5 kilo.
Is it a canner or a cooker?
It's a canner.
Canner.
American Chef, 8-part programmable electric pressure cooker, 120 of those.
Oh, hold on. A pressure cooker. How much? Well, how big?
8-quart.
8 quart. The one I got is a 6 quart, so let me see. It's 120. Even if I got another 6 quart, run them both at the same time. Because now I know 3 bags of greens, I will have to run them. I'll have to do two rounds for 3 bags of greens. Oh, and let me say, I seen comments when people were saying smoked meat. Yes, that's the traditional way in your greens is smoked meat. But I'm watching how the meat is processed and stuff. So, yeah, smoked meat tends to be already smoked and cured and have, sodium and stuff. I'll buy smoked meat, but right now, and even with like smoked turkey necks and stuff like that, but right now the prices is extremely high for it. So when I find some good prices on it, I'll get that. But as for pork, smoked pork meat, I'm not. I'm off pork for a little bit, okay? So that's why I did it with the turkey bacon, and it was good. It was good. It's good, So sometimes we get caught up in how we used to do things. Girl, come on, y'all know I know that. But it's some new people I think was in my live stream last night who may not know or think I don't know. But I'm choosing to use different meats and stuff, Those of you that follow me, y'all know I'm choosing to try different things. So, because I like to season my own stuff,
Girl with me too says, yes, I have a glass too, and I presto pressure canner my butt off, lol.
Oh, she presto pressure can her butt. Okay, so you have a presto one. All right, I'm definitely gonna have to look up and get me one. Definitely gonna have to. Cause that was one of the reasons why I wasn't doing it on the other stove, because it was last time. And also too, the recipes, all that sugar and salt. But I've been looking at different things on different ways to not have to put that in there, because a lot of canning recipes is either full of sugar or full of salt. Okay? So I have a couple things though I want to do that I can eliminate the sugar and the salt in, tweak the recipe, and then it'll still preserve without spoiling or whatnot. So I've been looking at a couple things. That I can do. So y'all try them greens with that turkey bacon. you'll be surprised. It's better than the pork, you know. Like I said, I like pork, but that don't, just because we like certain things don't mean it agree with us. And I've been knowing it don't agree with me, but I indulged. Huh? Oh, okay, that's good to know. They only hold 4 quarts at a time. That makes sense. That's like the pressure cooker. If I had another one, then I could pressure cook more stuff, you know, at one time. So I get it. It makes sense. Makes sense. So yeah, I gotta write out some things I want to cook this evening. Huh? Yeah, I agree with y'all. I agree. Yeah, I was surprised about those greens, y'all, because with me having GERD, my food has to be cooked. You know how they say a lot of people, they tell you to eat raw broccoli and a lot of times salads too. I have to be careful with salads. Yes, it's healthy for you, but with having GERD, you don't need to consume a lot of raw food because you're already having an issue with breaking down food. So I had to learn that. And I was surprised on how tender that pressure cooker had got those greens, especially with the kale greens. Let me ask, because I asked last night, who was in my live stream some weeks ago when I gave y'all my physical results about, and I told you everything was good, but the cholesterol was a little high? Who was in my thing that told me to get the kale greens? I still haven't went back to my live stream. Are you in here? The one that kept saying get kale greens, and you had a whole discussion with somebody about kale greens is good for cholesterol. Well, I got some this week, and I normally grow kale. There is one kale plant I grew for about 2-3 years, the same plant. It was disease resistant, one of the best ones. But I did not know how good, and see, I was in the live. Who said that?
That was
Big niece, you was in that live. Yeah, was it you that was you and somebody was going back and forth. Somebody had said it, but I did get them though. I did get them, and I mixed them with collards. For those of you that was in that live stream last night, I mixed them with collards, and I was just so surprised on how that pressure cooker made them tender. Because like I was saying, we're having GERD. You said you think so? Okay, got you. We're having GERD. Raw food do not digest. It don't break down. I already have an issue. The GERD makes you have an issue not being able to break down foods. So when you eat like even that healthy stuff, lettuce and stuff, it's in raw form. That is hard to break that down, you know. tomatoes and stuff like that, things with skins on them. I digest it better if it's cooked and not overcooked, but cooked. You know. So a lot of, like, if I grill my food and it get char on it, I get indigestion. So charred foods and stuff is not good for GERD. So I have to be careful, or I wind up with acid reflux. So and that's a whole nother situation, because when it gets bad, GERD will give you heart palpitations and all type of stuff. So dealing with that from a child, they never gave as much information as I know about it now. You know, they just would give my granny the medicine, say if she throw up and it come out her nose, get her to the emergency room immediately. And then they always gave me this, they're running there with this cocktail drink. Lanacane, Maalox, Pepsi C pill I had to take, and something else was mixed in it, and I had to drink it. Or they'll set me up with appointments to go get my digestive system looked at on an x-ray while drinking something, or there was always something. But they never said, you know, like what type of foods. They never said to change her diet or anything like that. They said eat, and I was doing that like too much. And no, but now I know a whole lot, you know.
Now we need to just call it a GI cocktail.
GI cocktail, girl. Ever since about 7 years old, I've had them things. Even since I've been up here as an adult, I had to get rushed to the hospital a couple times because of that. I get there and my blood pressure 157 over 90 something. One time the bottom number was in the triple digits too. And I was sitting still. I wasn't even moving. And it was, you know, they always do an EKG. They always would do different things. And they're like, it's your GERD. It's your GERD. But they have to rule out other stuff. And by the time they give me the GI shot, blood pressure go down. Everything goes back to normal. I've been dealing with that all my life. That's what made me go that what made me get off the red meat, the beef and pork, for 10, 11, 12 years. I didn't touch none of it. So it's just like, but I've been able to manage it. I done had a couple scares over the years. Since the gallbladder, I only had maybe 2 scares since I've had it taken out. And that was because I laid down too quick after eating. And it seemed like your heart just about to go out your chest. That's scary. It's very scary. But it's been my GERD. My GERD.
Big Nisi says, do you ever try to chop your onions finer? Break them down before you eat them? Kind of like you chop for a kid to keep them from choking? Garlic Nixie says, oh yes, when your body under stress, blood pressure always goes up.
Yep. And it will always be like that. And then it'll tap into my anxiety because
Yeah, it's back on.
all right. So yeah, so as for chopping my greens up, I bought the bag ones, but I normally, if I were to do them and cook them myself, I would chop them up. I like shredded lettuce. Sometimes y'all see me make the salads and stuff out of the big lettuce. The kids don't care, but Ronnie don't like the shredded lettuce. He wants the big lettuce, so I'll buy both because I don't digest that big lettuce with them hard carrots and stuff in there. And I told him, look, you just gonna have to have carrots and stuff in there. And I told him, look, you just gonna have to have it your way because I can't put myself in distress because I'm eating something that I don't need to be eating. So the shredded lettuce is fine. Now that I don't have a gallbladder, it just runs through me anyway. Sorry, but it just is what it is. So, and I will say my girl got a lot of have the gallbladder, so I'm pretty sure it was causing a lot of issues over the years. But I still have to be careful because I still here and there can tell when my GERD is acting crazy. So so yeah. That's where I'm at on that. GERD is something I'll forever have. It may get better a little bit, but it's something I'll forever have. I naturally just don't have I naturally have too much acid. So it'll get better as long as I don't go off, but I mean it won't never go away. Once I get off track, it's gonna come back, even like it was. So I don't see that never leaving. That's just something I'm stuck with. It could be worse, right? So I'll take it. It just forces me to eat better, pretty much. But learning and having the knowledge over things that we think is healthy, when you find out it's healthy, but it may not be healthy for you. And that's what I had to learn is, just because it's a salad, it's still the ones that have the big greens, the raw peas and the raw carrots and stuff like the snap. Body can't break it down. Nope, can't do it. So, but I have been able to eat more stuff, like more tomatoey stuff that don't give it to me. Just certain ones, like I learned which canned tomato sauce I can tolerate, which canned tomato sauce I can't. It's just really learning. I even keep a notepad of, and this is something, like I say, dealing with this since a child. A lot of doctors say write it down, write it down. When I had the issue with the gallbladder, it was write it down, write down what you eat, the time you ate it, and how you felt. And each day is different. I can eat something on this day and be fine. I can eat something on this day. Well, I also have allergies and sinus issues, but I have it too, and I'm allergic to stuff. So it kind of runs like this. I'm around something that I'm allergic to. I get fatigued. All right? I start having the allergic reaction. Once I get my antihistamine in, sometimes it dries it up or whatever the case may be. I get the allergy under control. But then if I have any mucus or anything, it drains in my stomach. Once it drains in my stomach, it upsets my stomach. So what I ate yesterday, if I go and eat it today, it may bother my stomach. It depends on if I had a lot of drainage when I woke up that morning. See what I'm going with this? So a lot of times when you have different little things, you have to figure out where it comes from. Sometimes if I have a lot of sinus issues going on, then my GERD acts up, and you have to look at the fact that you have cold and mucus draining. If it drains down, it has nowhere to go but in your stomach, and it will. We used to call it back home, you got green coal. That's what they used to call it. Even though the coal is not green, but that's just what we would call it. And it will upset your stomach. It will upset your stomach. You'll think it's the food, and it's actually the drainage and the change of the weather and all that type of stuff. So those are two things. I mean, see, I kept strep throat almost every 2 weeks when I was younger. I was always at the hospital or at the doctor office. So that is just and then as I got to be an adult, I found out I can't sleep under a fan. So I'm wondering if that what was causing it. I can sleep on an air conditioner, well, like central, like we have here, but like a fan or a window air condition, ceiling fan, nope. I don't know what it is. It's weird, but your girl gonna get sick. Okay, so those are things of just staying in tune with your body, knowing your body the best to the best of your abilities, and then just working around food like Aldi's be having some good prices on stuff. My body can't digest Aldi's food, their brand. I don't know what it is. I can't digest it. So I say I have a bougie body. That's what I say. I was laughing off. I have a bougie body. I have to eat. And when I say that, it seems like I have to eat like people, sorry, I have to eat. Like, you know how you see people in them other countries, like Italy and stuff, they have a little bit on the plate. That's the way I need to eat to be able to digest foods. You know what I'm saying? So they help the body to not work as hard. Am I missing? Okay, let's see. That's the key. Staying in tune with your body. Yep. Staying in tune. So, and with me having health anxiety, I'm always in tune. That's why I do not play about my physicals. Okay. I don't play without, and I used to couldn't get no physical. When Oronde got out the Marine Corps, he had, like, because he didn't retire, he was 5 years from retiring. But due to injuries and stuff like that, he couldn't make it the extra 20 because he took some injuries, you know, being in. So he couldn't make it to the 20, but he didn't retire. So when he didn't retire, even though he did 15 years, I didn't get health care. So it was hard. So I went 11 years with no health care. So a lot of it was going to the doctor. I mean, going to the hospital if I'm sick or whatnot. And here and there trying to pay, you know, for a physical out of pocket. Especially when we was transitioning from him being active duty to it was hard. So, you know, it took my gallbladder going out for them to give me insurance. And I'm thankful for that. And I do everything I have to do to keep it. Far as, you know, when you have to, you know, redo things or whatnot. But I have it, I'm going to use it. So that's why I go and I tell y'all, make sure you have your yearly physicals if you can, you know, make sure you have, I get it. But now, I don't know if it done went up. I think physicals is like now like $100 and maybe $50 or whatnot. And if you have that, that is something to do. It's a peace of mind. And they ain't gonna, you know, screen you for everything, but at least you'll know your numbers. Get your CBC and your CMP blood work, okay? And get it yearly. So you'll know your cholesterol, you'll know your kidney function, you know your liver functions, and all that stuff you need to know, because we don't know what we eating when we eat these canned foods and different things. We don't know that stuff. So like I say, they'll never be able to just do something to run, but the basic stuff, CMP panel, I think I'm saying that right, CMP panel, I think, and your CBC. I think your CBC is like your red blood cell, white blood cells. When I do mine, is for the iron. So a lot of stuff is checked when dealing with the iron. I think the CMP is where they check like the liver, the kidneys, the cholesterol, you know, different parts of your cholesterol. Like you got your triglycerides, you got your lipids, and so I think it's like a lipid panel or something like that. Look, I'm not a doctor. I can only can tell you. So, but all that stuff is key to get. And then ladies, get your pap smears. If you at the age to get a mammogram, which I am not, unless you have like a history or something, I could get. I don't have a history of that anything like that in my family that I know of. So I think they said 40. So I have about 2 years. Unless there's an issue or something that I can start getting mammograms. You know, but get your paps, okay? Get those. And just make sure you know you good. You have to the best of your abilities, and anything outside of that you can't control. You can't, because there's things, you know, you go get your basic physicals. There may be things that they don't, you know, they don't do cancer screenings and stuff like that. So that's what I mean. That stuff is out of your control. But what you can do it. There's a lot of people that have insurance that do not use it because they don't want to go to the doctor and they don't want the doctor to find anything. I get it. I'm the same way. I didn't want to go. That's why I kept putting it off. But I knew I had to get my tail in there this year. Okay? I didn't want to go. I did not want to go because it is kind of scary. You know, you're like, oh, what they gonna do? They always looking for something. But that's what you want them to do. You want them to poke, like I told her about me gaining weight. Um, about me gaining weight, and I know I had been eating crazy, but I was like, my anxiety got worse, and she said, okay, she said, boy, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check your thyroids just to make sure. Okay, fine, cool, check them. Check them. So I don't have no problem with that. They don't want to hear bad news, but if you go, they can catch stuff and some to treat it so they can get real. Yeah, exactly. Like my cholesterol. I didn't catch it last physical last year. I was at 99. My LDL was at 99. 1 point from being high because they want you under 100. Cause I get my records or whatnot. I saw it, but I didn't. It was in the green, so I didn't pay attention to it. And then I was supposed to go back earlier this year, but I went back later this year. They'll put me at instead of 12 months, 18 months. So I was like, so when they said 127, so now it's high. I'm like, dang. When I look back and looked at my little graph thing, I'm like, dang, it was going up last year, but because I was in the zone. So yeah, and that's the thing, I'm glad they said I'm not in a danger zone, but what if I didn't go and get my physical and I've been eating crazy, eating a lot of fatty stuff? What if I didn't go? By the time something happened, you get rushed to the hospital or something and find out your cholesterol off the charts, So you have to go. It's part of being an adult. You have to go. You have to go. You literally do. I'm gonna talk to the kids doctor about doing a full panel on them. They don't do blood work and stuff on kids. Tatiana's 19, so I'm definitely gonna talk to the doctor about doing a full panel on her because she needs to get into that routine of getting a full panel. She has a yearly physical. But when it's a certain age, when they're young, they don't do unless they have a reason to. But I'm gonna go ahead and get like I pushed for them to check their iron. They wasn't doing none of that. I pushed for them to check their iron when I found out my iron was low, knowing that my mom was born anemic, iron deficient anemic. She was born like that, and then I have other people in my family that has had low iron issues. So once they told me, I probably been like that. So I pushed, and the doctor said, she was like, I'm so happy you pushed to have that done because they both is anemic. They've been going and didn't even know because they don't do that. So I take my kids once a year, get their physicals. If they get sick or something, they go into the doctor before then. And I'm going to ask them, because they got to check their iron anyway. I'm asking, can you just do a full panel on them? And I would like for them to have a full panel from each year from here on out. Because I saw one lady in the cholesterol group, her daughter, 14, triglycerides was sky high. And the doctor says she's young, she'll be all right. But she says she's concerned about that. Yeah, because these days, the way our food is here and how eating healthy is very expensive for some people, they get what they can get. And the kids and stuff is eating that. Now, that child is 14 with triglycerides sky high. No. So I'm with that parent on, I can't remember if she took her to another doctor and they changed her diet or something. They changed the child's diet. Because at 14 with high triglycerides, that's not good. That's not a habit you want to get into at 14 years old. But you'll be surprised how many 20-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 19-year-olds is in that group that cholesterol is sky high. Like, I'm talking about in the 200s. I'm glad I'm less than 200, but we talking about in the 200s, 250s. and it's it's got to be what they eat. You only got to tell me one time. That's why I didn't get no chitlins. I said I was gonna get some, and some was like, go ahead and get them. It one. No. I'm on a mission to get my cholesterol back where in the range it needs to be. Ain't no need of, I know I have to work on my iron, I have to work on my cholesterol. Why in the world will I keep doing things to cause other problems that I don't need to cause? Now, if something happened out of my I don't have no control over, then I don't have no control over that. But what I do have control over is what I put in my mouth. Okay, so I don't care if it is one. I said I'm going some months until I get my cholesterol rechecked, not eating beef and pork, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm not allowing anyone to try to persuade me to eat beef and pork, or I'm not letting my mind try to persuade me that is what I'm supposed to be doing. No. Because my mind tried to persuade me, y'all. My mind did. So, but I was talking to somebody who was like, eat what you want. It's only one day. It was a lady. I don't even really know her, but we had got to talking. And she was like, no, when that that LDL go back to under 100, then I have it in moderation. When that HDL go back to over 50, which is the good cholesterol, then I have it in moderation. My triglycerides was perfect. I'm very low in that. It was perfect. So I don't have to worry about that. So, yeah. Yeah, that's good. You got your health in check. How was your Thanksgiving? Hope you and the family is doing well. John Q. Yes, got to. Our body is our temple. We got to take care of it. Everything was good. About to go inside and heat up some food and try to relax a little bit because I have been literally so tired from working, y'all. I'm literally so tired, And then I'm gonna go back out tonight. Hey, Liz. Hey, honey. Liz. So y'all already know who Liz is by now. Liz is my friend that stay right around the corner. Me and Liz been friends for a long time. Hey, honey. I'm gonna have to text you too. I'm gonna have to text you. Got to text you. Yes, ma'am. You know how we do. So, yeah, y'all. So that's the dealio right there. I got dressing and cranberry sauce on my mind right now. So I'm gonna go in. And I ain't even gotta feel guilty about eating the dressing, cause I didn't make it with the pet milk. I made it with the 2% low fat lactate free milk. So I ain't gotta worry about the cornbread, and it's got chicken in it, so I ain't gotta worry about that. So yeah, I was commenting on your last video about your seasoning. LOL. I need to add more seasoning to my food. Liz, you need to add more seasoning, honey. Look, if you like it the way you cook it, eat it that way. Cause I don't like I put those seasonings in, but it don't be salty. Sometimes Oronde have to get salt and put on his food. He put extra salt, so it may look like, cause I use a lot of like cilantro, parsley, but everything that I use don't have salt in it, and it don't have pepper. So it really looks like it's a lot with the paprika, the garlic, the onions, the parsley flakes, the cilantro flakes. All that stuff is just mainly herbs. So, and then I add the sea salt, but I don't want no salty food. I feel like, because I told him, you need some salt or something, you do that at your own time. You eat too much salt, that is on you. I'm not gonna do it. So it may look like it, honey, but it don't be. You'll get those natural flavors from the onions and maybe the garlic and the olive oil or something like that. But I think when they be saying it be under seasoned, that people go to salt and pepper. The pepper, I have my stomach on fire, my GERD acting up, in the salt. You don't want too much salt. You do not want too much salt. You start retaining water and blood pressure going up, and I ain't got time for that. I ain't never had that issue, and that's why I told y'all before, y'all, what really got me is I told you I don't never want a doctor tell me to cut back on something, because now I feel like I'm restricted. And even though my doctor said, I'm not in a danger zone, nothing, just cut back. They said cut back on pastries and sweets and fatty foods. That's still telling me to cut back. So I don't want to get to a point where I'm sitting up eating a whole lot of salt and the doctor say, look now, you're gonna have to cut back on your salt. On your this. We shouldn't have to be told that. Because we shouldn't do it, but we do it anyway. So that's just how I look at it. If something gonna happen, I don't want it to be something that I could have controlled. You know what I'm saying? So I don't use a lot of salt at all. I don't. We need salt. But you think about this. You get salt in everything. If you go get a slice of light bread, you got salt. Think about that. It's salt in everything. And when we add a lot of salt to our food, it's just adding up. Just like sugar. There's a lot of sugar in everything. Because I know what got my cholesterol up. Like I told y'all, them Dave double Wendy burgers. Because I hadn't ate a burger in so long. And that was one that wasn't bothering me. Out of all the other ones that I had been trying, they bothered me. And y'all, I would eat them things almost every day. We use sea salt, herbs, onions, and garlic powder. Y'all, she made seafood before, and it was so... Oh, you remember that? She's a good... Thank you, Liz. Thank you. Hold up, Liz. You know you can throw down too, honey. Look. Liz... Let me see. What was that? Was it lumpia? Lumpias? Is it lumpia, Liz? It was something. I think it was lumpias. How do I say that? Is it lumpia? I can't. It was something along the lines of that. A couple years back, you had made. I think it was lumpia. Yeah, I can't pronounce it, but I know you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Liz can throw down too, but you remember the seafood, honey. And now I can't even eat shrimp. Just in lumpias, okay? Them things was so good. They was so good. Y'all be over there throwing down too, honey. You know you can cook. So yeah, we cooked we used the same thing. So actually, I'll say you good. You just ain't. Your food tastes like what it's supposed to taste like. I don't like food that tastes like the same thing. The same thing. And a lot of times it tastes like the same thing, not because you putting the same herbs in it. It's because people put too much salt. When you start using like a lot of people use that. Don't jump on me, but I've heard this not said. There's a saying, people say the people that use Lowry sea salt, seasoning all, can't cook. I didn't say that. But they people do be saying it. I don't use that stuff. It's more salt in it than other seasonings. So I like for my food to taste like if I'm eating greens, I want them to taste like greens. If I'm eating green beans, I want them to taste like green beans. I don't want to have greens and green beans and they both taste just alike. And that's because all of the sea salt, the seasoning all. And when you start doing that, everything gonna taste alike. So I like that earthy taste. I like if I'm eating greens, I want some flavor, a little bit of oil. Though I use the olive oil, whatnot. Maybe a little hint of meat, but I need it to taste like greens. I don't want it to taste like the same vegetable. There's some people, they cook like if they cook sweet potatoes and then they cook carrots. Your carrots should not taste like candy yams. And your candy yams taste like candy. Your carrots taste like candy. Where they almost can go the same because you using a lot of sugar and whatever else. And I like for it to taste, if I'm eating carrots, I like for them to taste like a sweet carrot. Carrot. A sweet carrot. If I'm eating sweet potatoes, I want it to be candied but taste like sweet potatoes. not, y'all get what I'm saying? So that's just the way, that's just the way it is. So, honey, I'll tell you, you season your food. You season your food, Liz. I done ate your cookie. And you know I don't eat from people. I do not eat from people. I don't. I do not. I do not. I do not. Okay? I do not eat from people. I'm very particular. Very, very particular. Okay? But you know I done came over and I done ate. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, because when COVID hit, I kind of like pulled back from everything, y'all. I was not playing. I didn't want to afford to get sick, not with no COVID. So, but yeah, that's just how I am. And then I don't have recipes, y'all, because I'm the type that I cook with how I feel that day. I kind of come up with my own flavors in my head as I'm cooking. So sometimes I may add this and I may not add this another time. I used to write out my recipes because I wanted to give them to the kids, to the girls. But when I found out they do the same thing, I said, okay, well, ain't no need of me writing nothing out. I'll tell you the basis of it, show you how it done. But one day you may want to make sweet potatoes and have cinnamon on them. And next day you may not. You may want to have them with a more buttery, just calm flavor. You may want to have, it just depends. Yes, we need another dinner night. Yes, we do, Liz. We're gonna have to come up with something, honey. Actually, we need two. We need one for just the girls, just me and you, and then we can have one or have some type of something we could do where Justin and Oronde can chill out, and everybody and the kids can all, have fun and stuff. We need to do a family oriented one, and then one where just me and you, so we can chat it up and whatnot. We can chat it up. But I'm definitely gonna text you, y'all. When I tell you less than 15 seconds, and we over here talking like we ain't on Facebook, or we ain't chatting on WhatsApp or something like that. We over here talking, and we literally less than about 15 seconds away from each other. But that's what we be doing. So, yeah. The kids will love it. Definitely agree. Just us and then the family one. LOL. Yes. So I'm gonna hit you up. Later today and see when y'all available or whatnot. Cause I know it's been crazy on both ends. It's been crazy on both ends. So just busy. So we gotta find some time though, girl. We gotta find some time. Okay. I ain't gonna be drinking no wine. It's too much sugar. But I'll bring some. I don't know if you done tried the Sunbrew Coronas. They good. And they supposed to be low in sugar. So I will figure out some, honey. We'll figure out some. And just chill. I know Oronde and Justin, it won't bother them. Whatever. Whatever it is. They'll probably have beer or something. So. But look, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here so I can go in here and heat up food and try to relax a little bit. We will for sure. Got you, Lizzie. Got you, girl. So, yeah, I'm going to text you, though. I'm literally going to text you on WhatsApp. Hold up. Let me see. I'm going to put my thing in so I remember. Liz, wait a minute. See, I don't know what WhatsApp is doing. Liz, you messaged me. I just came on WhatsApp and it say 2 unread messages. Oh, you sent me the picture. Okay. And you said that's what you was talking about. You did text me, honey. I don't know. I'm going to have to make it my business to go on WhatsApp. I may have to uninstall it and reinstall it because I'm not getting... It's showing me when I go in there that I got messages from you, but it's not like alerting my phone. It may be something in my settings or something. It's not like alerting, letting me know that you just messaged me or something. So you messaged me 2 days ago. When it's important, I know to call you. I got you. I got you. I got you. But still, I want to get your messages. I want to get your messages. I'm gonna go into my settings and see if it's something that's not, because it's not popping up on my phone that you messaged. And it say you messaged me there 2 days ago. You may have to, if you send me something and I don't respond, you may have to just text my phone directly instead of the app, or like you said, call me if it's important, you know. But look, y'all, let me get up off of here. Let me go in here and eat. It's 1:52. And I know I'm gonna have to cook something because I'm trying to build up my meal preps. So, yeah. So, love y'all. Thank y'all for joining. And I shall talk to y'all, Liz. You know I'm gonna hit you up today. Here in a little bit. And I should talk to the rest of y'all, honey buns, later on, okay? Let me go ahead and get myself together, get my life straight, get my life in order. I might want to go ahead and pull all the way up. I don't know what I was thinking. Pulling halfway. But, let me go ahead and go in here and eat, okay? Take care, guys. You too, Liz. Hug and kiss the kids for me. Tell Justin I said hello. And we shall talk, y'all. Love everybody. Y'all be good. Bye.